Today we're going to talk about how to add 50,000 a month in profitable concrete jobs while avoiding price shoppers. So we're going to cover first, why should you even listen to me? Then a bunch of typical ways concrete businesses get clients. And lastly, a better way to get clients. So who am I and why should you even listen to me? So my name is Pierre Gox, and here's a screenshot of my Google Ads account for the past 30 days, where you can see the total sum of everything that my clients are spending per month. And it's all converted to euros and summed up because they're all spending in different currencies. About 222,000 per month, and that's what I help them manage. I also have a 5-star, 6 figures Upwork profile with literally more than 50 positive reviews from clients. And if you know Upwork, you know that all of these reviews are from people that actually spent money through the platform, and you can exactly see how much they spent, which is usually a couple thousand with us. And if you type my name in Google, you're going to see the book I've published, you're going to see interviews that I've given. You're going to see uh, one of my interviews on one of France's top 3 economic magazines, and as well as a few conferences that I've given. Okay, so let's jump into it. Couple typical ways that concrete businesses get clients. So I'm on the phone with concrete business owners every single day, and what they tell me is usually they get clients through referrals. So the good thing about referrals is that typically they don't cost you much, and it's also a sign that you're actually doing something right if people are actually recommending you to other people. However, what they're telling me is that it's not reliable at all. If you're relying 100% on referrals, you're going to have a tough time scaling your business in a predictable and in a reliable manner. Usually, what's going to happen is that you're going to have a week, 2 weeks where there's simply no calls, and you're basically wondering where the next client is going to come from. You can't build a business if you don't get a reliable stream of new clients, right? Your team is going to start wondering what's going on. You're going to start losing talent if it happens too long. So it's a nice bonus, but most businesses weren't built on referrals, and most businesses that rely 100% on referrals didn't start that way. They got to the point where maybe they spent enough money on ads, where they got enough clients, where the word of mouth started generating more and more referrals, and now maybe they could dial down their ads and all of that. But no business has ever started 100% off referrals. No big business, at least. Second way to get clients that a lot of concrete businesses use, flyers and business cards. So this can work, definitely. If you end up leaving your business card on your flyer like at the right time in the mailbox of the right person, and if they don't call the cops, because it happens sometimes when they see someone walking around and when they have signs like no soliciting or anything like that. Basically, apart from these situations where people are going to tell you, hey, you can't do that, you can't leave business cards or flyers here in this neighborhood, or when they don't call the cops on you because they don't want you doing that. In some areas, that's a viable way to get a few clients, flyers and business cards. Yeah, yeah. That's one of the common ways to get started because it doesn't cost too much except your time. And at the beginning, if you don't have money, usually you have a bit of time. So that's a viable way to get started, but not something long term, not something you can do to build a big business at all. And the third way, which is very common as well, is buying leads through Angie's List and Home Advisor. So for some people that works. For some people, they're able to get a few clients out of that. And usually that's the lowest bidder. Why? Because these services, why do people even go on these websites in the first place? It's only price shoppers, 100% price shoppers. Why? Why would people go to a website and leave their phone number because they want to get phone calls from several companies at the same time. They want to be able to compare prices. That's why they go to these websites. If they didn't want to get 10 phone calls from different contractors, they wouldn't go to these websites, would they? They would go to Google probably, or to other websites. If they were looking for someone like who's doing like the best job possible, they would start going to companies' websites, take a look at their projects. On Angie's list, there's none of that. No, no, no. If they leave their phone number, they get 10 calls. And actually, that's one of my clients told me. Yeah, well, we called one of the leads, and they told us they had been called by 8 other companies, that we were the ninth company to call them. Another client of mine was telling me, hey, uh, one of his leads, they agreed to doing an estimate. So I was on the road there, on the way there, and they called me and they were like, hey, yeah, uh, don't bother coming anymore. That's okay. I found a guy. Thank you. So you've lost your money because you pay these leads upfront, and you've lost some of your time as well. And when you do close one of them, they usually compare prices, and there's not much profit, right? So these are like typical ways to get clients. Okay, perhaps when you're getting started, that can get you the few clients, that can get you uh, going. But if you want a reliable, predictable business, sooner or later you're going to have to stop that. You're going to have to build your own systems to get clients. And we're going to go take a look at that. So a better way to get clients. So I've been running ads for clients since 2010, really. And over the years, I've seen a lot of different things. I've seen a lot of different platforms come up. Back in 2010, Facebook ads wasn't a thing. Google ads were actually like driving a lot of clients for the businesses that we worked with, and that's changed over the years. Like since 2017, I would say that Google still works because people are typing keywords in Google because they're looking for something, but now it's a lot more competitive than it was in 2010. So what's working best right now for clients? That's mainly Meta ads, so Facebook ads, Instagram ads. So here's an example of what we've done for our clients. So we've been running ads for them on Google, on Facebook ads. And these ads are actually videos that we help them record. We give them a script and all of that, because there's a right way to do a video ad and there's a wrong way. Like if people can't see your face, if they hear an artificial voice on the video, if there's annoying music or things like that, if things are too impersonal, you're not going to build a relationship with the person. Like right now, you can see my face. So if we ever get on a call, you know who I am, you listen to me, and all of that. So that gives you an edge that creates personal branding, basically. After 1 month and about $800 spent, they got 65 leads, which turned into 12 site visits, 4 projects, and 68,000 in revenue. All of that is revenue that is reliable. Why? Well, because in 2024, in the attention economy, everybody spends time daily on their social profiles. So you know that people are using it, people are there, and if you spend the same budget every month there, you're gonna keep getting the views every single month. It's not like referrals where you don't know what's going on and you can't control anything. That's what makes such a platform predictable. Every single month you're going to get your clicks, you're going to get your views and so on. You're avoiding price shoppers. Why? Well, because when people are browsing their friends' profiles on Facebook and Instagram, they don't see a list of 10 concrete companies at the same time. Who do they see? They see your ad, your video, and no one else. So And it's not even like the first page of Google where they see a list of companies with reviews, with websites. No, Facebook and Instagram, that's actually the only place where they're going to see your company and nobody else. So that's definitely a strong advantage for this platform. But of course, you need a marketing budget. So it's not for everyone. Not everybody can launch their business and they have a marketing budget. And we definitely recommend something like at least a minimum of 1,000 US a month, ideally 1,500, and even more depending on how fast you want to scale and what your goal is. So of course, when using a platform like this one, you're going to need a marketing budget. Yeah. But if you want to build a reliable business, you need a marketing budget. That's all. And, and a budget that if you want to reach your goals, and your goals is actually building a team and having a real business, not just a job, then that's a step you're going to go through. Yeah, you're going to have to go through that. All right, but it's not just about running Facebook ads, because that's only the first step. That's what I'm showing here. Like to go from where you are right now to an additional 10 jobs per month, an additional 50,000 per month, as we've discussed, as some of our clients have gotten. First, you need to have reliable advertising, usually media buying on Facebook ads or even Google or anything else. The second part, this is where most marketing agencies drop the ball. And if you work with a marketing agency, you're probably gonna uh, recognize this, what I'm going to say next. They usually tell you, hey, our job is generating the phone calls. What happens after that? It's not our job anymore. We don't care anymore, right? That's not the case here. Like what we want to do and what we're actively doing for clients, we take care of the next step, which is answering the calls as fast as possible when people leave their contact information, calling them as fast as possible. And we do that using AI, an AI appointment setter. What is that? I'm not talking about an AI chatbot or anything like that. I'm talking about AI, which is conversational AI with a human voice where you can't tell the difference. You can't tell that it's not a human. And there's other YouTube videos where I show you an example of a recording. And this AI is going to contact everyone who reaches out to you within 1.5 minutes. So if you're on the road, if you're driving, if you're managing your team, if you're pouring concrete, if you're left and right, doesn't matter. The AI is going to respond every single time because you don't have the time. And we don't want you to do that. We don't want you to spend time calling people on a daily basis because you didn't manage to reach out to them the first time. We don't want you to respond to phone calls. We want you as a business owner to focus on what is really leveraged in your business, what is actually the most important tasks of your business, making sure clients are happy, making sure the jobs are done, making sure that you're building the team that you need. That's what you should be focused on, not calling people day after day until you manage to reach them. No, that's what the AI does for you. And then the last step, closing. So taking from people from an estimate to an actual job which is paid for. And this part, we help you with scripts. You need to know what to do to avoid like getting people who are basically asking for an estimate, and once you give the price, poof, they vanish, they disappear. How do you avoid these kind of situations? How do you make sure to convert as many people into clients as possible? Well, we're going to talk about that in a different video, but I can give you already a couple of tips. First, ask people what's going to happen once you give them the quote. If they tell you, yeah, oh, Once you're gonna ask them, yeah, well, what's going to happen after I send you the quote? Oh yeah, after I receive the quote, I'm probably gonna wait from the quotes from the other five. Okay, so you know that you're dealing with a price shopper right there and then. So you can ask them, okay, so is this going to be about price only? Are you going to take your decision based on price? And very often they're gonna tell you no, not just on price. All right? And that's why you can keep digging and turn them into clients. Okay? So and that's all for this video. That's all I wanted to show you right now. If you like what you've seen so far, if you like this type of videos, you'd like me to do more, don't hesitate to leave a like, to subscribe, and if you want to talk to me about how to get such a system going, go to concretesystems.net/booking. Bye bye.